Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to draft and cut danshiki wear or kimura wear. And please, I would like you to stay with me. First of all, we have to consider how to take the measurement before we proceed to the cutting. And there are little measurements which are needed or required for the cutting of the danshiki wear. The first measurement we need to take is the shoulder measurement. That is the first thing we consider, and we now take the length, the full length of the danshiki, and we now take the chest measurement of the danshiki or kimura wear. These are the three things which we need or require to take measurement before we now proceed to the cutting of the danshiki. So we commence with the measurements right now. But actually I'm taking this measurement, not that is the measurement I'm going to use to cut it, but for the showing sake so that you understand why applying it on your own or why trying to take measurement of danshiki, you will actually know how to measure and also how to cut it. We start with the shoulder. You ask your client to turn his back, then we take that of the chest, the shoulder measurement. While taking the measurement, we start from the center of the back neck. That is where we take our measurement from. From the back neck here, the center of the shoulder, at the back of the neck. That's where we take the shoulder measurement. We take it from here. Remember, we measure in inches, not in cm. So you take from this point and you move down to this point. And it needs to, this is our shoulder, the shoulder bone. But we are taking it a little bit below the shoulder. Below the shoulder, this is, we are having 13 inches here. We are having 13 inches. This is below the shoulder point. This is the place we are taking it on. This is the shoulder, and this we add about 4 or 5 inches below the shoulder. So we will now proceed to the length of the danshiki. The length of the danshiki or kimura wear, we take from the shoulder, this point, we push it downward. This depends on how your client will like the danshiki to reach. He might decide that you want the one that will come down, and or he wants it to be at a moderate size. So you have to actually at all times take consideration of your client's precision on what he needs. So we take from this point and let's use this t-shirt as a point of the length. We have 32.5 inches as the measurement of the kimura or danshiki wear. Then we proceed to the chest measurement. Remember, danshiki, we do make danshiki wear to be a little bit wider than our normal senator wear. Why? Because it's a kind of wear which you wear it so that you receive fresh air. It doesn't need to hold the body just like the senator wear we hold your body. So we make it a little bit bigger than the normal senator wear. You measure the chest. You take the chest measurement. Normally, if you have to take the senator wear, you measure at this point. Measure direct to the chest, and you add about 4 inches. You make it to grade the chest for your chest. You add the 4 inches to it. That is to take our normal senator wear, but in this case we will add 6 inches to it so that it will be a little bit freer on the body while wearing it. This is, we have 36 inches as the normal chest measurement, 36 inches. Why having 6 inches? We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we add 6 inches, it will give us 42 inches. So this is all about how to take measurement of your danshiki or kimura wear, I would like us now to proceed on the drafting and the cutting of the danshiki. Please don't go anywhere, stay with me as we proceed. Guys, welcome back again to this section of drafting and cutting of the danshiki wear or kimura wear. Remember, we just finished the measurement right now, and we proceed to the drafting and the cutting. Now, I told you that the measurement which we had is just a kind of a show to show you how you can take the measurement when you are in need of taking the measurement of danshiki wear. And the measurement which we are going to be using is the length. We use length at 3 inches. The length we are going to use in drafting this is at 3 inches. We use the half shoulder length or the half of the shoulder. We are going to be using for this. We make use of 14 inches for that. And the chest which we use for this, we use chest 48 inches. That's what we need before we start cutting. Remember, I told you why measuring that the measurement is quite different from that of the senator measurement. In senator measurement, you take your measurement right at the body of your client and you add 4 inches to give the client a fitted senator. But in this one, you have to add more than 4 inches. You have to add up to 6 inches so as to be free on the body of your client, because this kimura wear or danshiki wear is mainly for receiving fresh air. You want something that will be free on you so that you can receive fresh air, so that fresh air will enter your body. This wear is best for it. Then we start immediately without wasting much of our time. Please, I would like you to stay with me while we commence. The first thing you have to do, just as I folded my material or the fabric, I folded it into 2, just this way. You can see it. And I will tear this from here and cut it. I'm done with the cutting. Then I pick this out. I will pick this out and I fold it this way. I drop it by the side. I also fold this. So I will take this you can see how I folded it, and I will place this on top of it. So in cutting of this danshiki wear, there are a lot of ways to cut it. There are a lot of patterns, with a lot of ways to use in cutting it. And in this one, first of all, what we have to do in cutting with this pattern I want to show you, we have to take out the slope, the shoulder slope. The shoulder slope don't need to go down much. We will mark out about 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. Then we connect. We connect from here. Then I cut out the slope. This is the first thing we need to do for it. So the next thing I will do is that I will pick out the front side. This front side will be the front. This should be the front of the danshiki. I will mark out 2 inches. Let me make it 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches on each of the side. along the slope line. I will connect this line. Remember, we said that the length is 3 inches. So I'm going to show you. Some people may decide to add something or a belt or band on the bottom side, but this one I'm drafting out. I will not be adding belt on the bottom side. Just fold it that way. Just a simple form of sewing. I don't need to stress myself by adding band. So I need to cut out this. I cut this out. So having done that, I will fold this. This is the front of the danshiki, and this is the back of the danshiki. So you may decide to put pleating on the front if you feel like to put pleating on the front of the danshiki, and depending on the design your client need. But on this one, I'm not putting any pleating on this danshiki. So this is for our back. It has to overlap. It has to overlap to the front. You can see it. It has to overlap to the front. So the next thing I will do now is to mark out. I will mark out the collar or the neck of the danshiki. I will mark out the neck, and this is the way I'm going to do it. I measure from here to here. I make it 2 inches. Then I mark here. Here I made here 2.5. Sorry, this is 2.5, and I will also make here 2.5 inches. I will connect it to the back. So I will cut out the neck. This is it. So we are done with the neck. From here I will take my length measurement. This is my length measurement. I will take the length measurement. Let me shift this front. I take the length measurement, and I say that the length measurement is 33 inches, and this is 33 inches. You can see 33 inches, and I have about 3 inches left for the folding of this danshiki. So the allowance at the bottom for the folding is enough. Remember, I said that I'm not going to be putting any band on the bottom of the danshiki. Some may decide to put it, but on this one I want to sew it and fold it just that way. Now I will proceed to the shoulder area and to the armhole. So I will measure. I said that the shoulder area is 14 inches. This is 14 inches. I will mark 14 inches. I will bring out about 1.5 inch for the folding allowance. So I will still mark the same thing here. So this is it. I have to measure the round sleeve. The round sleeve on this kimura, I will make the round sleeve I make the long sleeve 18 inches, but I will add a half inch for seam allowance. This is half inch for seam allowance. This is 18 divided by 2 will give us 9 inches. Then I added a half inch for seam allowance. Now remember I said that the chest is 48 inches. 48 inches. This is 48 inches. We divide 48 inches by 4. This is 48 inches. We want to divide it by 4. First of all, you divide it. If you want to get that without wasting of time, you use your tape. You don't need to be making much calculation about it. You first of all, you divide the tape by 2 and also divide it again. You also divide your tape again by 2. So this is 48 inches, which is 12 inches. So 48 divided by 4 will give us 12 inches. So we mark out 12 inches. We mark out 12 inches. In this case, I will add 1 inch for the side of the seam allowance, and I normally put 1 inch at the side of it, both for the seam allowance and the trimming allowance. I add 1 inch here. The same thing, I will bring the same size downward and also add the same measurement from here. I will transfer it at the bottom, which is 13. From here to here is giving us 12. The main measurement is 12. We add 1 inch, it will be 13 here. We transfer that 13 at the bottom area. So we will use our measuring stick to connect it to give us a straight line. So we have something like this at the slit point. Remember, we have about 3 inches for the folding, and here also we have 3 inches for the folding. We connect this. You connect this. So at the slit point, at the side slit, we can make the side slit 5 inches. This is 5 inches from the 3 inches. This is 5 inches. So for the slit, the side slit or the side opening, anyone you call it. So I will connect this. I use a freehand curve to connect this, so you can see it. Then I'm going to be cutting this out. I'm going to be cutting it out. So So this is all about cutting of your danshiki or your kimura wear. Please, if I would like to have a like from you on this video, please give me a like, and please go to the comment section and comment. Give me a comment on the comment section, please. And if you are new to my channel, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, look below the video, you see a subscribe button. Hit on the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to all, so as to get notified, for you to be the first person to receive my video whenever I upload a new video. And I will like us now to proceed with the sewing. We move immediately with the sewing, but before we commence the sewing, I would like to put embroidering on this kimura wear, on the front of the kimura wear. Before we continue, I would like to put embroidering. And before I forget, this kimura wear, I will be putting the back piece. I will be putting back piece for this kimura wear. So I need to cut the back piece before we summarize. So I say I need to put the back piece for this danshiki. So you can decide to cut your back piece in any form or any shape, but in this one I'm showing, I make it a V form at the back of the danshiki. The back piece will be on V form shape, and this is how it's going to be. Place it this way. I will now cut it out. Now this is the back piece, but let me put the V form at the back. Just I need the back to have a V form, a kind of V form. See the back piece. This is just the back piece. So just as I said, I will put embroidery on the front. Then after the embroidering, I will show you how to sew this danshiki. Stay with me as